What's up, thrill seekers? It's Clover, and I'm back at Canada's Wonderland. We're going to do a walkthrough of the park today, paying special attention to the progress of Alpen Fury, which is still not open, but coming soon. Some construction fences and stuff are down since the last time we were here. We're also going to try to ride Behemoth, and we're going to check out the diving show, which I've never seen before, so I'm really excited about that. Let's go have some fun. Thank you. They call the waterfall Victoria Falls. I've said it before, and I'll probably say it again, that I think that the opening act of this park is really good. Theme parks need a water feature. I feel that strongly. The current festival promotion thing that's going on right now is called Celebration Canada. I thought it ran on Fridays, but today is Friday and it's not running. We'll get to that at some point. We'll do a walkthrough, at least so we can take a look at what it's set up to look like. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Did you read the sign? I don't know what to make of that. I'm confused, a little scared. Have a little bit of a stomach ache, but that's probably because I drank 2 bottles of wine last night. Not the whole 2, but most of the 2. Some of the summertime entertainment just started. The Victoria Falls divers would be an example. Another example would be the Stunt show. And I don't know how long I'm going to be here today. But if we stick around till 1:30, I'm going to come back and check out the show. The Castaways Stunt Dive Show. They paid for those divers. And damn it, they're going to get their money's worth. And I hope they paid them a lot, because those cliffs are really tall.
What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way, hey, how she rises, way, hey, how. She had not been to
Leviathan looks pretty exciting, but that's going to be for another day. I'm still brand new to this park. This is maybe the third time that I've been here. I do really like it here, and as a roller coaster park, it's a strong coaster park. It does seem like maybe there's like an education component, field trips, where it's like that's basically the excuse they make for, you know, coming to Canada's Wonderland is you got to go around with your sheet of paper and everybody takes it seriously for like an hour, you know, and then everybody starts folding up their papers and putting them in their pockets and losing them. And by the end of the day, you know, the teacher's like, okay, where are your papers? And nobody even knows what the teacher's talking about. It's just a distant memory. Okay, we're about to run into Alpen Fury territory. And really just in the last few days, they've started to open up the area around the ride. I'm hoping that the children come out and do like a little jig every hour on the hour.
Where is you gone? Yeah, she will.
And no trains are on the track today. I don't think they're doing testing. But there is construction still happening in the loading area and also down below. So this area is still all fenced off, but this is open now. The Schlagseite. You want to take a peek over the fence? I appreciate the theming. I mean, it's looking cool. I've also never seen the personal belongings track on a ride other than here at Canada's Wonderland. It's rather ingenious. I mean, I'm guessing it uses off-the-shelf dry cleaner track or something. That's what it looks like to me. But in the loading area, you get on the ride and hook are there baskets, I guess? Yeah. Little cubby things that they'll attach to those. And then it rotates around at the same rate as the ride. I mean, it's not going the same speed as the ride, but when you arrive back to get off the train, your stuff's there for you. Let's take a peek right here, because there is a lot of progress happening in this area specifically. Like the walkways you can see are finished, and they're doing finishing work on the larger thoroughfare. Now we can see that all the railings and everything in the line, they look to be all painted, completely installed and ready to go. This is also newly opened. I'm gonna walk past Frontier Canada and go around this way instead. This is where the Lazy Bear restaurant is, and that's where they do the VIP seating for their fireworks. I think that happens maybe like 3 times during the summer. We went to see the most recent one on the 30th, the night before Canada Day. And I mean, it's a pretty legit fireworks display. We've made a whole video about it, and you can check that out if you want. I'm gonna get a drink. Can I have a fire and ice cocktail? I think it's really funny that Alpen Fury has its own branded drink. I don't know. Do you think it's funny? This fills up quickly on fireworks nights, and then the VIP seating is over here. If you watch the video, you'll hear that we do in fact think it's really worth it. it's not terribly expensive given what you receive. 2 alcoholic beverages, all you care to eat, buffet, and prime seats for a legit fireworks display. It's $49.99, which, fair. That's a lot on top of a ticket to the park. I have no idea what I just paid for this drink. I want to say I just paid like $13 for this drink. And so 2 drinks were at $26. And then, assuming you're down with the food on the buffet, I mean, I'd expect to pay 20 or 30, like at least, for an all-you-can-eat buffet. And so you're essentially, you're there on the price, and then you get kick-ass seats. If you don't plan to eat at the park, fair, because you can, I guess, sneak food in. I don't think you're supposed to bring food here. Fun fact, totally unrelated to Canada's Wonderland, is you can bring your own food to Blue Jays games at the Rogers Center. So the hot tip is to buy a hot dog from a vendor outside and take it in. Lori's going to do the launchy ball someday, and it makes me queasy to just think about doing it. To me, really, that's just a dare. Like, it doesn't even seem fun. This area of the park tends to be super chill, I think, even when it's kind of busy elsewhere. Not many rides in this area. I enjoy this promenade type area over here. I don't know, it's makes me feel French. Old-timey swings I can handle. Not much of a roller coaster person. I do like roller coasters. In the old days, I'd ride whatever. Now it's a pretty specific type of coaster. Like, it needs to be smooth. It needs to not F my back up, etc. So the swings kind of fit the bill here. But it's interesting because you've got swings and then midway gains and then carousel. I mean, there's a reason why there's like barely anybody over here. One of 2 carousels, incidentally, which is pretty metal. 1 carousel, okay, you're an amusement park. 2 carousels? Damn. It is sort of interesting to me how many, I think they're called flat rides, maybe? Rides like this that take up virtually no space. And while their capacity isn't huge, because they have to load and unload, and only 1 ride at a time. As they get more sophisticated, you know, they add more cars and stuff. Plus, you can just fit a ton of them into the same space as like a coaster or a water ride or something like that. I mean, if I owned a theme park, I would be really tempted to just have those. But that only caters to 1 type of rider. Okay, we're here at Behemoth. Let's go for a ride, shall we?
Welcome to Behemoth. Please place all the coaster belonging.
Well, that was Behemoth. It's large.
It was.
So here, kind of at the back of Frontier Canada, is the entrance to the water park, Splashworks. I mean, we don't have to film over the fence. Like, we could go in there, but I think that's for another day. And we're going to keep heading this way. We're going to get a little sneak peek at Celebration Canada. This way? Okay. I really do not know my way around this park. I should draw a map of it a few times just to get it in my brain. This is like Canada's Wonderland hallway. You know, they say those woods are haunted. I believe them. Haunted by the spirits of all who have perished here at Canada's Wonderland. It was empty. No Kidsville today, sorry.
Go here.
Looking at the vortex right now reminds me that Flight Deck is a similar coaster, but what I didn't realize is while Vortex swings, Flight Deck does not. That's why it batters the crap out of you. So each time there's a change in the track, like you feel all of it. It's not, which I suppose was the point, because that ride was originally called Top Gun. So I think it was supposed to feel like you were in a fighter jet dogfight, but nah. Not a ton of gluten-free options at Canada's Wonderland, but the chips, for the most part, are gluten-free. Are they all? Oh, that one's not marked, but the rest are. Do you know this ride, the Skyhawk? If so, do you know how to make it flippity-flippity? Because I see some people like getting it going so good that they start like going upside down. And I kind of like rides that like require a special skill, you know? Because then they become like infinitely re-rideable. Last time I was here watching Flight Deck, as they came down around this curve, a rider's phone just went skittering across the pavement. I just think it's interesting that people still ride this ride. It seems like it's universally hated. When we were here for the Food and Wine Fest, it's the same. It's the same exact setup. You know, it's just a different overlay. But that's okay, it's fun. What they definitely did change is they changed all the menu items. I like the flannel theme. It's very lesbian-y. I call this game Fun Bags. They are branded for the celebration. How fun. Just like at the Food and Wine Fest, there are 3 stations. The first station does drinks and desserts. The second station does, well, I don't know, they seem like entree items, and then the third one is from the grill, so. But they do seem very Canadian. Question, why is it spelled this way? Like, it's not a butter tart, is it? It's a buttier tart, and I don't know what that means. I wonder what it was before it was cheese curds flatbread. I do not know what a bannock is. I mean, this, probably, but I don't think I've ever heard of that before. We are from the United States. We've only been in Canada for a couple months. And being from the US, we're still trying to learn a lot of Canadian cultural differences. The stunt dive show is in like 10 minutes. Thanks for hanging out with me today at Canada's Wonderland, Thrill Seekers. I'm glad we got to see the stunt dive shows. They're actually cooler than I thought they were going to be. It is indeed rather death-defying to watch somebody jump off of a really high platform. Do you know Canada's Wonderland? If so, what is your favorite, hidden gem to do here? We're always looking for new fun stuff to do. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you in the next one.